Okay, aloha kako. This is my first time trying this out using YouTube and living on this. I just wanted to hop on and give some tech tips that will hopefully improve the virtual learning situation that a lot of us are in. So two things that I'm just gonna do quickly on this is related to using tinyurl.com. If you're not aware of that, then you're gonna wanna listen to this. And also using Padlet. Okay, so first things first, let me share my screen. Oops. Let me close some windows. There's too many things up. So here we go. So I'm gonna share. So literally, this is called tinyurl.com. And the purpose of tiny URLs is to take a long URL and shorten it. But not only shorten it, but customize it so it's something that you can remember. So for instance, sorry, I started with another link, but we're gonna take the actual Zoom link of this presentation and we're gonna paste it in here. So look at it, you got all these letters, all these characters, and it's forever long. And these are Zoom links, okay? But I wanna customize it. So I'm gonna call it, I'm gonna call it Kavehi 2020. Okay, so that's gonna be the URL for this. Let's just put 20 for this Zoom link. So after this, once I make it a tiny URL, once I click on this button, it'll become https ://tinyurl.com/kavehi20, which is literally, you don't even need this part. You can do www.tinyurl.com/kavehi20, which is, I don't know, for this mom brain, I can kind of remember those things. I mean, I'm not onto tinyurl, but really all you need to know that it's a tinyurl link. So you'll always need the tinyurl.com and then that /line and then whatever name you gave it. But once I make it, boom, it's live. So now I'll show you right now. Let's see if it'll pop up. It goes straight to the Zoom, guys. Like, do you see that? And all I'd have to do is continue with the prompts. But if Kumus are able to convert their long Zoom URLs into these shortened, customized links that are easy for Ohana to remember, or even for the keiki to remember, then it'll hopefully help with getting on and not stressing out. Oh my gosh, what's the password? What's the link? Like this is the link where I don't think you have to have the password, but that's another thing too. I'm gonna add this. I know I said only tinyurl and Padlet, but I'm gonna add on a tidbit on Zoom. So if you are creating a Zoom link for your classes, you obviously are going to have a password. It is really ideal to either just use numbers that are easy to, like, say the zip code of the school, something like that, or class 2026, you know, like something really easy, but all lowercase. Like I have found that when you have lowercase and uppercase, that can mess people up in trying to get in because they're not typing it right. Like if you just always keep all of your passwords lowercase, that it helps a heap. It's super helpful. So you want to keep your passwords for your Zoom. Um, you know, like say it's your science class, then call it, you know, science. That's it. That's the password. So, or, you know, it could be the teacher's name, you know, if it's like my name, Cameron. Maybe I want to call all my classes Cameron. So like all the classes will have my last name, but I will keep it lowercase because it's easier to just type and not have to shift anything. And these are just my Manaʻo. Like you don't have to follow this. You don't have to do any of this. This is just me sharing because sharing is caring. And I'm just hoping that perhaps it helps somebody, anybody. Okay. So hopefully that's clear on how to use the tiny URL. Okay, this is like huge. So like Kumus who have Google sites are super long and nobody is going to be able to type the whole long URL. So if you took your Google site and you convert it into a tiny URL that you customize, that will be easy to remember, like that helps choke. And basically the reason why I wanted to share about Padlet is because Padlet is kind of like a bulletin board. It can be used for different things, but right now I'm gonna focus on using it as like a hub, a go-to place. Like bulletin boards, when you think about a bulletin board, it has like all the important information that's easily accessible and you can find quickly. You know, like it, you know, that's why teachers will have a bulletin board and, you know, have, you know, the class schedule and just, you know, highlights of the class and different things like that. So Padlet, let me get that up and running. Give me a sec. So Padlet is a great tool. And I do want to say that I want to thank Kamehameha Schools for their 21st century um, push, you know, in getting um, those skills, you know, utilized in the way that they approach education. And so through my time at KS, you know, I learned a lot about different tools, which I still use today. And yeah, so I mean, I also have a master's in education with a minor in e-learning. So I love technology. I love um, using different software and tools that help streamline what I'm doing, that improve um, learning and teaching. So, you know, all about it. So here we are, Padlet. So um, there is a cost to Padlet if you go more than 3 Padlets, I believe. So if you want more than 3, then you're probably gonna have to uku. But if you're just, you know, if you're not gonna use more than 3 Padlets, then you don't need to pay. You can just find something easy. Sorry, let's make a Padlet. So we'll start with a new Padlet. You can choose from different formats, depending on what you want to do with it. Because I want to make this something that is very specific, like in categories and easy to find, I'm going to use the shelf format. So with the shelf format, and we'll give it a name, and this is Kelea'o no na Keiki Camera. So this is gonna be where I'm gonna post all the things that I need for my Keiki and their classes. So class information, wait for, okay, wait. Yeah. And you can get fancy if you want. You can add different backgrounds. So you want black, gray, orange, whatever color, textures, pictures even. Let's go with the notebook. Let's go with the notebook. Okay, so we're gonna use the notebook. We'll use comments. Yeah, we'll keep that font. Next. No, actually, I don't like that font. I don't like when the Okina looks like an apostrophe. So we'll use, there's only those 3 selections, so it's limited, but we'll go with the second option for the font. Next, we can start posting. So, oi. So I want to just make sure the format is the shelf one. Apparently that's what it is. Oh, it is. Name your first column. So I'm gonna just name all my keikis. So starting from the youngest, Naihe, save. Then I'm gonna go highly, save. Maui, save. One, save. And you can change these. That was like that. You could wait. So you can move columns left or right. Like say I want to move, I just moved my hair, but obviously I don't want it like that. So we're gonna move it back to the left. So it's like that. And actually I'm gonna edit so that I can see. Haile Papa Elua. Papa Elima. Carolina there. Okay, obviously you can label this however you like, whatever makes it easy for you. And below here is where I can start placing in all the things to help with getting my keiki to where he needs to be. So one little pause. I'm just gonna grab my keiki's pamphlet. Okay. So here is, look at my keiki's kumu. You can't really see it because of this green screen, but you can kind of see. It's a little pamphlet. It has all the things that my keiki will need. So this is really cool, but when you're on the computer and then you gotta find the peppa and you just want something that's here already and it's just a link and click, 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 then this could be helpful. So this works too. I'm not saying this doesn't work because I've had to refer to this, but like when I have to, type out the whole meeting ID and the password, it's loihi. So, let's try, sorry. So we're gonna try and join this meeting because the link is so long and yeah, so or maybe we will go to, okay, so easy peasy. One of the things I might want is their school website. Easy, readily available to me. So say I want that on all of the kids' columns. We'll just start with something really easy like this. So I'll save that link and I'll add that to all of my keiki. Because this can be helpful, like say auntie gotta help or like daddy's has to help that day and you're not there and it's like, okay, here it is. Here's everything you'll need. Oh, I don't know. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I didn't like that it was uneven. Okay, so boom, it's there. Or if this is too much, then you can make a whole nother column and say just like Navahi stuff, sorry. So now I can just put that in this column. Wait. Okay. There we go. And delete this. And delete all of this. Okay, delete. Okay, and I know for my keiki Paimala'o, he uses Neola Hiki. So we need to get that. So I'm gonna get the link. Oops, maybe. Oh yeah, the login's right there. So perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. And we'll stick it in his one. Wait. So okay. I typed it in the text area. And I can give it the title. So there's two ways you can add a link. It only lets you add one. So this is where I had added it. But I typed the text as well. So you can make this a linkable text. Just like that. And now both work. Whether I click here, it'll go, or on this pink text. So if I click on it, it'll go. So either one. It's nice to have the picture of what it is. So, but just so you know, it works both ways. So my younger two, they use Seesaw. So if I wanted just the general Seesaw, I could go to the login and click on there. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I'll just do that for now because I use Seesaw for me as well. So all my stuffs are linked to that. But say I just want Seesaw here. And ideally, you're gonna want to probably type here like all your keikis. Like you could put Seesaw like username or something or password and have that all typed here. Username, password. Whatever it is that helps you have all your information in one place. So, yeah, I think you get the point. And so like even Google Classroom, my older kids use Google Classroom. So I can, okay, I'll just copy the link address, but it's automatically because I have a lot of my things linked to these platforms, and I'm still logged in. So anyways, oops, where's my palette? Oh, I have it over here. So what helped is you can see here, this is the icon, like the dummy icon that comes with the Padlet. But if you really wanted to add an icon, which is this one, and just make it really easy for you to find. So say I'm gonna, where's the emoji with the glasses? Right here. Since it's school related, that's the icon that I want. Okay, so now, wait, I gotta save. I think I'll save. Close. So now you can see the icon, which makes it helpful for you to identify if you have like several Padlets open or just different tabs. You'll just know like, boom, because this is another Padlet one, so I don't want to use that. So we're gonna close it. We're done with this. So I have the link for my older ones to get to Google, so we're gonna link that up. Save. And again, if you wanted to type the email and the password, you could type those things, or say it's a URL link, you know, you could put the Zoom link. You could say Papa Epikema for science. Oh my gosh, I can't even spell Epikema. And then put the Zoom. This is Hawaiian, so low Zoom. I could just add the link here, or I could do what I did here and just add it below there. But I could do that for every keiki and make sure, you know, all of their links is one place that they can find it. And yeah, I mean, you can customize this further and like just do a whole palette for one keiki and another palette for one keiki. And maybe that keiki, that's how they find their stuff individually. But as a parent, you just have them all on one. So you can find everything in one place, especially if you have somebody helping you, you're sick or you're out, you have, you know, other commitments or whatever, and somebody has to kokua. Dad, tutu, anake, anakala, you have somewhere where they can find everything, and hopefully it will alleviate some of the stress in getting your keiki where they need to go. So I hope this was helpful. This is just Manaʻo. You know, whether you use this or not, alipili kia, but if it helps you, mahalo. Let me know if you have questions. If this was at all helpful, please help Manaʻo. And if you have other things that you're trying to look for, like I get OCD about technology and I love this kind of stuff. So I'm more than happy to kokua how I can. I'm not hemolele at this. You can ask my keikis kumu, like, you know, because I'll be the one asking all kinds of questions. And just when you have 4 keiki, or I know people have more keiki who are, you know, doing their virtual learning, it can be brain busting. Let's just be real. Like the stress is real. You know, I didn't even put earrings for you guys. Like this is it. This is what you get, because it's that stressful. Like I've been in the classroom, but I don't know, it's different with your own keiki. I swear it's like super oka'a. And Yeah. So stock up in your kokoleka and amakua. But if any of this helps, let me know because oike kumu no keia i me e kokua. Ano leila, yep. Oiva no. Hit me up if you have any Manaʻo questions. And happy virtual learning to us all. And um, it'll be nice when COVID is pawan, we can, and our kikis can see their kumus physically and also have that kind of engagement as well. But for now, we gotta find ways to streamline what's going on so we can cope during these times. So malama, kia puapu, stay safe, and oiva no. Aloha.